Hey 8th graders, so today in class we're going to be doing the physical or chemical change lab, being able to look at different things that happen in front of us and identify that as either chemical or physical. Okay, so when we're looking at physical change, we might be changing some of the properties of the substance, but for the most part it's still the same substance. So if we look at freezing an ice cube, okay, it goes from a liquid state to a solid state, but we know that that's just physical properties. We haven't actually had to change the water at all. It's just water arranged differently in a different form with a couple different appearances, okay? We can easily reverse that process and turn around and melt that ice cube back into water, and again, it's still water. Okay, so that's kind of how you guys can look at physical property. Is it something that you guys can easily undo? Does it stay the same substance? Okay, or does it just, is it mixing with another substance but it's still the same? Or does it completely change to a new substance? So that's really going to be our focus in chapter 2 of this unit, is looking at what a chemical reaction is and what a chemical change is, and are we creating a new substance? Okay, so then then chemical change, on the other hand, like I just kind of alluded to, is that we are changing something completely. It's not, we can't reverse it. We can't turn it back into what it used to be. Okay, so I always think of burning a piece of paper. You guys can't turn that back. It can't be paper again. Okay, so that would be an example of chemical change. It's something completely new, and again, you can't reverse it. You can't turn it back into paper. Okay, so you guys can kind of use that as a little cheat or a little hint for you guys, is how do you identify the difference between a physical or a chemical change? Is if you can turn it back to its normal state, if you can kind of reverse it, it's probably physical. Okay, if you guys break a glass, can you glue it back together? Yes. Okay, if you break plastic, can you melt it back together? Those kinds of things. Yes, you can kind of redo that change. It may not be super easy to do or super easy to think about how you could do it, but you can still do it. Okay, versus, like I said, a chemical change, it's impossible to bring it back to what it was before. All right, so you guys have 12 different little examples of things that you guys will be evaluating as to whether it's a chemical change, a physical change, or if there's some components of it that are both chemical and physical. Okay, so you guys will have little videos to watch on each of these. You'll find them in the upper right-hand corner. So for instance, ice cube in a petri dish, you guys would right-click your link up here, and you would open that up. It's going to take you guys into some short YouTube videos. This is a quick little time-lapse video. So you guys will watch the video, and then you guys will type in your observations and then identify whether you guys think this is a chemical change, a physical change, or if there's parts about it that represent both chemical and physical. Okay, so here, chemical change, circle that, or physical change, or both. Okay, so use your draw tool to circle chemical, physical, or both, and then type your observations here. What did you notice happening? Okay, experiment 2, add 3 drops of each to the spot plate. So you guys will have to watch the video to see what happens there. Tell me your observations, and then circle chemical change, physical change, or both. Okay, burning a wood splint. Again, here's a little video so you guys know what a wood splint is and what that might look like. Chemical change.
Dove Advanced Care's new formula enriched with 1/4 moisture.
Wonderful. All right, so I'm endorsed by Dove, by the way, guys. Burn the wood splint, chemical change, physical change, or both, and type your observations. Boiling water, again, not a very long video there. It's kind of like watching paint dry or water boil. Circle chemical change, physical change, or both, and type your observations. Add 3 drops of each to the spot plate. Again, you'll have to watch the video for that one. You just no way around it. You won't know what happens if you don't. Chemical change, physical change, or both. And then tell me your observations. Make sure you guys do a really good job with your observations, giving good detail. I know it's sometimes kind of hard when you're just watching a video rather than doing it in person and getting to experience some of these things, so do the best you guys can. Okay, 6, adding salt to water. Number 7, add 1 drop of each to the spot plate. Number 8, add a pinch of baking soda to the vinegar. Number 9, light a match. Number 10, light the candle. So you guys will see that I take the match from 9, light the candle. Number 11, I roast a little mallow over that candle. And finally, number 12, I eat the mallow, and it was disgusting. Just so you guys know, that is not the proper way to roast a marshmallow. I like mine golden brown and not burnt by a candle. Okay? All right, so once you guys have completed this assignment, you can go ahead and turn it in. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.